Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Y'all know how we give it up. Y'all know what we do. The dynamic duo is back together after about 2 weeks, but y'all know how things get. But we definitely back to deliver that good product we always give y'all.
That good dope.
What's up with you, my guy?
Man, slow motion, bro. You had a pretty eventful last couple of weeks, man. Shout out to the homie for getting his PhD, Dr. Justin Phillips. All right, gotta make some noise for that, man. A long time coming for that, man. And everything, trials and tribulations, the ups and downs, everything, man. So very, very proud for him. Happy for him and the fam. Then I just told you off line or off air, my damn basement, Unapologetic Studios down here is totally fucked. Had a pipe bust, man. It was so soft that the drywall was so soft. Right, the contractor came in and pushed it with its index finger and dented it. Now you know how thick
the hole right in it.
Huh?
Poke the hole right in it.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how soft it was. I'm like, damn. So we rearranging, man. Probably gonna put some new carpet down here. They already got the leak taken care of, so now it's just, prettying it back up, getting back to it, man. But other than that, man, shit, life's been good, dog. Life's been damn good. What's up with you?
Yeah. How much? Somebody, one of my homegirls hit me up. She was like, "Yeah, Dre must be doing a lot of moving and grooving. I didn't see it." And she's like, I had to use this word, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what she said. She's like, Dre must be doing a lot of moving and grooving. Like, I ain't see y'all ain't been on the last 2 weeks. That shit had me laugh. And I was like,
I love that.
She's like, I had to use his words. That's what she said verbatim.
I love that.
I love doing a lot of moving and grooving. Shout out to Kayla though.
Shout out to her, man.
You said that shit. I was like, I had to use his words, right? I was like, yeah, that's definitely a Dre-ism.
Yeah,
moving and grooving.
Yeah, man.
No, it's slow motion here. I ain't been doing nothing really. Off the heels of Thanksgiving, man. Just getting back to normal, enjoying myself, man. Missing my my little ones, which ain't so much little no more, but doing that. And now I'm moving into, of course, the Christmas and New Year season. My mom retirement is, I want to say, like 2 weeks away, so she's finally got the family house in Fayetteville back kind of to where she wanted to be for her to live in there. So she's ready to move her stuff back there. So I'm supposed to help her pack and do all that stuff tomorrow. And then we'll be in Fayetteville Friday, moving that stuff in the house. So by the top of next year, she'll be in there. And, I know you feel my pain because, as the only son, it's like when stuff like that happen and it's some moving, some heavy stuff to be lifting. But your mom got a husband too. But more than as their son, you one of the first to get that call, and it's kind of like,
oh yeah. even if I don't get the call, I probably won't get the call. When I go to the crib,
she gonna have something waiting on you.
Oh man, come here for a shake. Let me. What did she say last time? Last time she said, come down to the basement for a second. Let's use those limbs. That I gave you. Oh, all right. Oh, you go. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be something waiting on you.
You gave them to me, so they're accessible.
My mama save a project.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to do this for the longest. I'm like, well, why ain't you do it then? But you know why she ain't did it?
facts,
Yeah, you
facts,
ain't been there.
facts.
Shout out to mamas though. Shout out to mom.
Yeah, the moms, dog.
Love them, love them. And you know, she of course, I mean, she needed. I'm there. Um, I told her one of my childhood friends I grew up with, you know, he's gonna give us a hand, and I'm like, you know, I got a couple other partners in Fayetteville that you know give us come, you know, that come over and give us a hand moving stuff out, and her words is well, I don't think we need all those people. I think we'll be fine with what we got. I'm thinking to myself like, it's me and one other person and you, and I know you not
Hey,
lifting heavy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you
what are
talking
you gonna do?
about? I think we'll be good with what we got.
What are you going to do, mom?
But she was like, you know, like, cause I helped her move to where she at now, and I think I had just got back from I forgot where I was at, but I want to say it's been about 10 years. So take 10 years off of my age. Now, of course, I'm in that, you know, recovery mode to where, you know, you recover in a good 2, 3 hours from being tired, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, early mid 30s, whatever. So she was like, well, the last time we moved, it was just me and you and blah 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 blah. You
Yeah.
was carrying refrigerators, you was carrying stoves, you know, I had the dollar now. And I'm like, I'm like, Mom, that's 10 years ago. Like I'm not built like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, and I remember the last time because I'm like, yeah, because I did like I'm putting all the stuff on the dolly, picking it up, moving it, and she may like push a little bit, but I'm pulling it up the ramp and all this shit. And I'm just like, and she's like, well, the last time it's just me and you, so da da da. I'm like, this woman don't understand, like. I ain't that early 30, mid 30, like
Yeah. Yeah.
as he had last time. Like, you know what I'm saying? This, but
Things have changed.
we gonna make it rock though, man. We gonna get to it. Man, I don't know how long we gonna be on sports, y'all. So look at the timestamps. I'm giving you the warning. Here it is, the label. We about to talk sports. Me and Dre have not really talked sports in a minute. It has been a lot that's happened, especially in the Tar Heel world. So look at the timestamps, hit that skip button, whatever you got to do. But
Either way,
we
let's
gonna
do it.
get to it. Matter of fact, that's all we're gonna do is talk Tar Heel. That's all we gonna do. I mean, that's the only thing. So basketball team, we can get that out the way real quick.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm just gonna tell y'all, I don't know. Everything that we have talked about already since the season has started, far as in not having a viable replacement for Baycock, being guard oriented, and not having quality 3 pointers and being a guard oriented team is going to hurt you. If it was quality 3 pointers in the guard oriented team, I feel a lot better. But for us to be shooting 3 pointers the way we shoot to be guard oriented, it's terrible. I don't know. We hurting, and hopefully we have a season like we did Hubert first season where we looked ugly and we made a run. What in the end of January all the way through February and March, and we went to the championship that year, right? Lost to Kansas. Hopefully we have a run like that. I'm not banking on it, but the bed is made. We got to lay in it. So
Yeah, bro. So many different ways and areas or directions that we can go in when it comes down to uh, Tar Heel basketball. Man, the bottom line is I'm gonna keep it very very simple. We stink. We don't have the talent. Uh, we have talent, some talented pieces,
mhm.
but overall, we don't have the talent right now to compete at the highest level, in my opinion. And when I
Right,
say compete, I mean win.
right.
Let's just keep it honest. I mean win. Um, it's unfortunate, man. It's hard to watch. Some things need to happen, like opening up a checkbook and let's get some of these top guys back. I think we need to have a little bit of humble pie and understanding that what is on the front of that jersey
It's not the selling point no more.
It's not. It's not because it used to sell itself. Good dope sell itself. Well, guess what? We've been stepped on for a little bit.
And
So
money talks.
right.
Money talks. It has always talked, but
yeah. But now,
the money they spending.
But now, no.
And in fairness, it ain't just us. It's the ACC in general.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
agree. The stat that you pointed out to me a couple of weeks ago about getting the top players and the ACC not getting the top players portal wise over the last 2 years is really, really wild. It lets you know where this thing is headed, man. And it's like, if you look at it across the board, outside of Duke, you got teams that are playing like classic traditional basketball, and these young boys don't want to do that, right? You saw what Captain Jack did last night. Captain Jack looked like he was in that overtime league last night.
Yeah.
Did he not?
Yeah, he did.
He looked like he was in that overtime league last night. That's how boys want to play. Not no 4-round one, not no running on motherfucking motion and shit like that. No, these boys give me the ball, get out the way because I'm better than the man in front of me.
Absolutely.
1-on-1, I don't believe that there's too many guards that could stick with that young man. And he hasn't even got started.
No. If you ask me, I don't see why he's not a top 15 pick. Based off of youth and talent. Because that's all they're looking at in the NBA is youth and talent.
True.
And upside. He got his ceiling. He's nowhere near his ceiling.
True.
Nowhere. I don't think so.
I'll agree with that. So as far as the basketball goes, bro, that's about all I got.
Well, I do have an alibi. Okay. Use my military slang real quick. Any alibis? I used to hate that shit in formation, my nigga. Like,
please,
I'm ready to go.
Up, dog, go.
So I said this to a couple people. I even said this to you the other day. James Brown need to see the floor, and somebody was like, "Man, why are you so high on James Brown?" Blah, 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 blah. And I told him, I'm like, "Well, it's not that I'm high on James Brown. It's just I've seen what everybody else can do."
Yeah.
So
why haven't you seen him?
Yeah, he can't do no worse. So he's what, 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? We've seen what Kerry Tyson can do. We've seen what Jalen White should do. We've seen what we have 2 years of Withers. Hey, well, the other guy, Claude from Georgia Tech, he ain't giving us no time. The other dude with Luberton, he's undersized. Dog, we miss Harris Ingram bad.
Lubin.
Yeah, Lubin. Yeah, but so why not? Why not give James Brown some time? Why not? I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah,
quality time. Like he don't need 5 or 10 minutes here in the game. Okay, he stunk it up. Blah blah blah. He needs to see the floor. Get a couple elbows. Get boxed out. I mean, he needs. That's the only way he's going to develop and play. Imagine if Baycott rolled the benches for somewhat he did, but he got playing time. It came to the point to where it was almost like, okay, I'm sorry, Garrison, but we got this Fraggle Rock looking motherfucker right here. We got some time to give him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, the only way he's going to develop is he play. Kennedy Meeks was the same way.
Yes, he was.
Isaiah Hicks. I mean, the proof. Only big man we had in the recent years that really that from the time he came on Chapel Hill was Bryce. In recent years, that's it.
Who made immediate impact?
Yeah, Bryce. That's it. But I'm with you, dog. So within the last week, we've made a hire.
Yes.
A lot of shit's about to change.
Yes.
They went out and pulled what some thought was the unthinkable.
Yeah.
And bought Bill Belichick to Chapel Hill.
Yes.
when the rumors came down, I was like, okay, and we had that talk. We usually don't um keep it in that Carolina tree, and I'm like, yeah, we don't. And I was like, well, what's the fascination with Bill Belichick? And I had to go look, and he has some ties, some roots, but that's mm, he's not a he's we go claim him, but he's not a Carolina guy.
Yeah, 70 years ago. Okay, you want to add?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's we're gonna claim him, but he's not a Carolina guy.
Yeah, well. While you point that out, man, it's guys that I follow that just talk randomness, podcasts and whatnot, and about all things North Carolina, and they were talking about that. Like they're like, "Yo, we're tapping him in, we're knighting him as being a part of the family. He's not a part of the family. Like, let's not. You know how guys are about that.
Right.
Like, But anyway, to what you were saying, Bill Belichick. When I saw it at first, I did not believe in it. I didn't think that it was a good idea. I didn't understand. I didn't because he's an older man.
Right. I think you and I had the same. But go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, he's uh, an older guy, right? Like, is he a genius? Is he arguably the greatest coach ever? Yes, but he's an older gentleman. However, the backing that he has received in the past week is mind blowing,
Phenomenal. Changed my mind completely.
phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, from them saying, "Okay, Bill, if you whatever you need, we got you." Basically,
Yeah. I'm,
that's
I'm
what's
open this.
happening.
I'm
Whatever
gonna
you
open this
need,
checkbook up. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna open the checkbook. We gonna go over here to the bank
absolutely.
and make a special withdrawal.
And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. If you look at the teams of past, we go 9-4 or whatever it is that we do. Uh,
At the
um,
threshold.
you're right. We're right there. We've
Mm-hmm.
had some very, very talented teams, or maybe coaching, or maybe one or two players away, maybe. But other teams we've had it, and we were loaded in every
Mm-hmm.
position.
Mm-hmm.
But I think now with how this shit is, I think and how college football is, if they're saying that they're going to pay these players the way that they should, um, we're going to be we're going to look different next year, brother. We are. We're going to look different, and I think it's going to be for the better.
I 100% agree. At like you said, I was skeptical on it because I'm same thing as you. I'm looking at it 70, 72, about to be 73-year-old man. Um, how does he relate to these kids' mothers? Most of these kids' parents are your age, my age, right? So how
Right.
does this 72, 73-year-old man come in your living room and sit down and talk to you
Right.
and translate to you how he's going to take care of your kid, make sure your kid get to the next level, blah blah blah
Yep.
blah blah. Outside of coming in there with some Jordans, putting a couple championship rings on the table, that are like how does that translate over? But then when they start talking about, okay, the nil is going to increase to 20 mil.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna happen. That's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen. He went on Pat McAfee and said basically, not in his words, but basically the words he uses. I'm about to turn this program into a pro style program. Like it's gonna be ran like an NFL team.
Right.
We're gonna have the best trainers, the best conditioners,
Right.
nutritionalists. We're gonna have a program to where guess what? If your kid don't make it to the league, he's gonna have the best education.
Right.
Your kid is going to be well prepared to make it to the league if he's going to the league. And I'm like, okay,
It's hard not to believe it. You know what I mean? Because
it's yeah,
you look at how. the Patriots they were a well-oiled machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
How he got these guys to come on board
Mm-hmm.
and not take certain money. I'm not saying that's going to happen in Carolina, but the
Right.
point I'm making is he got grown men to
Sacrifice for winning. Yeah.
they drunk the Kool-Aid.
And
And
he said, I'm bringing in a GM.
yeah,
A GM.
rightfully so.
What's a college program have a GM?
Don't get me to lie to you.
Shit. Well, we ain't gonna lie to each other then. Listen. So what he's talking,
Yeah,
if you have the kid that you're trying to get to that level and he's a proven winner,
right. Let's do it. I'm here for it. If we're gonna turn this thing around, right? We got to keep our best players in North Carolina. One and two, we got to get out here and we got to get you know, nationwide, man, and get these guys to come to Chapel Hill. That's how
that's
we're going.
that's another thing that he said in the press conference. He said they asked him about the in school in state recruits. He said, "Of course, I want to win the in state recruiting." He
Yeah,
said, "I want to win recruiting everywhere."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Listen, that means guess what? We're not thinking regional.
Nah,
We're not thinking regional.
no,
Guess what? I want the best out of Georgia, Alabama,
yeah.
Mississippi, Texas, California,
Mhm.
Michigan.
I mean, shit, these motherfuckers been coming coming to
Yeah,
snatch from out.
Plucking them right out from under our nose. Florida.
I'm here for it. Let's do it.
So guess what? Like Dion said, I'm not hard to find. I think that in a way that's what Bill was saying.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I
If,
just want to
if
see.
you're talented, guess what? I'll be in your living room.
Right. I'll be there. Don't worry about it. We come.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm all for it, man. I am ready to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I am. I'm ready to see what happens.
He said we're about to get the Carolina way and trademarking and make it a thing. I said, okay, Bill, you got me. You got me, Bill. The Carolina way. We usually don't say that for football.
Right.
So yes, the Carolina way. They had the Patriots way. We got the Carolina way. We gonna make. Let's go.
Let's
I'm
do
ready.
it. Let's do
I'm
it.
ready. So
We
since then, everybody that has put their name in the portal from UNC has rescinded for the most part.
yeah.
For the most part,
Yeah. Shaw did
not yet. I
not. You know what? I don't think. And while we're talking about Shaw, I don't think he's up for the challenge. I think he keeps his name
yeah
in the portal.
yeah, but hey,
I would love for him to come back,
I would too.
but we know that he takes plays off. I'm not going to make this about him.
Yeah, and you know I think unfortunately about our fan base, that's what happens. I.e., when Caleb put his name in there, you everybody went down on him. Like it was like everybody pointed out everything bad that Caleb exudes and does,
Mm-hmm.
forgetting about the good that he did. Like I
You
think
can't. You can't.
you can't, but I hate the fact that it's quick, quick to turn the back.
Well, he's been injury plagued,
Yeah.
and he he got caught up in the recruiting with
Mm-hmm.
the best, well, if not the best, one of the probably the second best running back we've ever had, if not the best
Yeah.
ever. So, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
It's a recipe for disaster, my friend.
Right. So I mean, I have all the confidence that we'll have a replacement for that. I think we got the boy from Texas coming in
Yeah,
sometime this week. So uh we'll see. From what I've seen, we the staff is not in place yet.
right.
But from what has happened so far, without the staff being in place, says a lot to me.
Right. maybe you know what I mean because the defensive coordinator is still there, correct?
Yeah. No. Who was that? Gus? Not Gus. Uh Freddie is there.
Yeah, Freddie. Yeah,
Yeah. Um Chick, you talking about Chick. What's his name?
yeah,
Fuck.
dude name.
No, 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 no. He gotta go, man. No.
So here's the thing. I was
Gene, what you call it?
Chiswick
Yeah, Gene Chiswick. He was the defensive coordinator, right?
from this year.
Wasn't he?
I think he was no he that was last year.
I
It
hope.
doesn't matter.
Either
It
way,
doesn't,
I hope Gene gone.
yeah, no, it's not him.
Yeah.
What I was going to allude to is that though he didn't have an opportunity to get the head coaching job, maybe you go get a Steve Willis.
I'm not mad at that. I also saw that during the press conference, Lawrence Taylor was there, full support. We ain't seen Lawrence Taylor in Chapel Hill in a long time. Julius
Right.
Peppers was there. We see Julius Peppers. Dre Bly teaching at another school was there. So I mean, it's like it you almost felt like when you saw like during that press conference, you saw so many former Tar Heel football players there. I don't know if they was there just to say, hey, here's my face. I know you looking for to fill some spots. I'm here, but
Maybe.
I like it. I like it, because basketball is one thing. We always see basketball, former Tar Heel basketball players all around UNC playing ball with them, doing this and that. But football, not so much.
Right.
So I like that in that sense. I like that a lot.
Okay.
Do I think Lawrence Taylor is going to be on the staff? No, but being around arguably one of the greatest defensive players ever, that's a big look.
Some people will go as far as say he's the best football player.
That I won't argue with you about it. I won't argue with you about it.
Right.
It's a good look.
Right.
So I like that in that aspect. With all this happened, I'm the for me, the talking is over.
Nah. Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely.
Show me now. Show me. And I'm getting excited by what I see.
Yeah.
Every time I open Twitter, hey, I see something about such and such is planning to take a visit to Chapel Hill. Like I told you yesterday, nigga, we haven't heard this much talk about Chapel Hill football outside of me and you and mainstream anywhere and forever, probably forever. Nigga, they was talking about Chapel Hill 3-4 days straight on ESPN first take.
Yeah.
You ain't never heard them talk about Tar Heel football.
And that's good because
Absolutely.
The type we need the buzz. Yes,
Mhm.
Coach Belichick. Yes, it is.
Mhm.
But you got guys like Tom Brady putting his stamp of approval on it, things like that.
Absolutely.
That shit goes a long way.
Absolutely. Nigga, this nigga Stephen A. Smith had the nerve to pull up our schedule and say this job is beneath Bill Belichick.
Right.
Because there's no kids that's going to come to this school and want to play against NC State, Wake Forest, Duke, TCU. Look at his schedule. Like that, Bill Belichick is not going to be able to recruit. Like I could understand why are we even talking about this. I can understand if he went to the SEC, if he took the job at a Georgia or Alabama. Nigga, it's only one Alabama, it's only one Georgia. But it lets you know, as we talked about it, how much these so-called analysts and professionals know about college football.
Right.
But from what we've seen since this week, yes, nigga, as I've been texting you, and same thing you said, this portal was open, and it's kids from all these big name schools that guess what? Bringing their ass to Chapel Hill for a visit.
Yeah.
You got kids from Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Miami, Texas, Notre Dame, Holy Cross, Army,
Yeah.
you name it, USC,
Yeah. Michigan State, all that.
Michigan State, yeah, you name it. Like they're coming. South Bend.
Yeah.
These kids, like, I'm excited. I don't
can't.
want to get my hopes up, but I don't think so honestly, I don't think it's not a way to not be excited. If
Right.
you are a Carolina Tar Heels fan, basketball, football, especially football, because we're talking about football, there's no way you cannot be excited. Was I excited at first? No, I wasn't because I'm trying to see. I don't know. I told you, dog, we need some young blood in there. We need a motherfucker that can go in the living room and say, "Ma'am, hey, this is what I'm about to do for your kid." Dion-esque, not Dion. There's only one
Right.
Dion, but talk the same language,
Right.
put
Right.
his nuts on the table and say blah 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 blah, blah. And
Right.
I got some money to back it up. And like I told you yesterday, like it's probably a blessing in disguise because Bill is the only one that was going to get that backing and that money.
And
Somebody will get it.
I gotta agree with you. I gotta agree with you. I have to agree with you on that.
This is the
So,
way.
so now it's just about what, like you said, will he be able to and go in these living rooms and say what he needs to say? Does he have
Mm-hmm.
excuse me? Does he have the charisma like a Deion Sanders? Of course not, right?
No,
Does he?
no, yeah,
No, of course not. You know what I mean? He's not a former player like Deion was everywhere, so he can go in and say the things that he needs to say and be the way he needs to be for a family to buy into what he has going on. But one thing you cannot deny as far as Bill Belichick goes is the resume.
yeah, yeah,
The
yep,
resume.
yep.
The resume, you can't take that away from him.
Right. These kids know Dion through coaching and whatever else. Now, outside of that, they have to go do their history and research, right?
I'm talking about the parents.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm talking about the kids though.
But yeah, but the
Yeah,
selling point,
the selling
obviously,
point is the parents, right?
yeah,
Because that's why I'm pretty sure that's why we didn't get the Bonza, is because the parent,
that's what it was.
the parent. But as far as what I've seen is one of our selling points is showing him two guards and small forwards that came before him who he can be like. A la Jordan, Stackhouse, Carter, Jameson, blah, 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 blah. Like this is how we're going to use you. And guess what? Duke from what I heard, they used Duke as a selling point. Duke did this for Zion, blah, 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 blah. So if you come here, it'll put you in a position to get you a $50 million Jordan shoe deal once you go to the league. But that's once I go to the league. It ain't here now. But anyway, off of him, yes. What's your expectations year one? Realistic expectations.
Going into next year,
Yeah.
compete for the ACC.
Okay. Um.
Compete for the ACC.
So
And
you're
that's
gonna.
and it's not because of Bill Belichick. I'm saying that based on what the team has shown and what we have coming back. Though, are we going to miss some big pieces? Yes. Is Amari and Hamdi going to be gone?
Warren
Yes,
Hampton, we gonna miss him. We gonna miss Kamar big time. We gonna miss Rucker.
we will. Um, However, given another year, another season under the players that we have right now,
Mm-hmm.
at least I'm not saying go to get to the ACC title game. I'm saying be in the running, be in contentions for the ACC. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about,
Yeah.
right? Be
Okay.
competitive. I expect it to be competitive.
So are you giving us 9 or 10 to 11?
I'm going to stay safe with 9.
Okay.
I'm going to stay safe with 9.
That's That's not winning, but that's competing.
That's all I
Yeah.
need you to do is compete.
Okay. For the first year. So we don't want to get the expectations too high. I can go with that. I need. I can go with that. I can go with nine. I can go with 8 to 9.
9 is
Um,
our benchmark anyway. It's been our
yeah,
benchmark
yeah,
for how
right,
long? Like,
right. I can go with 8 to 9. Barring what happens in the portal, far as in quarterback wise. If
say
we end
that.
up picking up, uh, I'm not even gonna talk about either one of those guys in Texas. I got to see what else quarterback wise hit the portal. If we was to pick up one of them guys.
So here's the thing. They did offer, while you're talking about that, they offered the young man who came into the game last when we played UNC Charlotte and bust our
Yes,
ass.
yes, yeah, 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 yeah.
They
Yeah.
offered him.
Yes.
Let's see what happens. Let's see
Right.
what happens.
I was thinking about him.
Another name that's out there that's not necessarily linked to Carolina yet, but hopefully he takes a look. I mean, we got Bryce coming, right? Will he be
Mhm.
ready as a true
Yeah,
freshman?
who knows? Who knows?
But another name who hopped into the portal a couple of days ago is Aaron Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Nolan, a young boy from Ohio State.
Yeah.
Right? He hopped in the portal. That's somebody that I feel like they should take a serious look at. Is he proven? No, of course not. Ohio State had who they had.
Mm-hmm.
That's another name that I would look into.
I would like a speedster at wide receiver too.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I think our wide receiver, I think we are pretty much kind of solidified, so to say, for far as in what we got. But I would love to get more. If we get the boy from Alabama, that I think that's a nice possession receiver, 6'6", 225. Um, can play wide receiver or tight end. But a speedster would open up a lot.
We saw that with
Yeah,
Ted.
yeah.
We saw that with Ted.
And shout out to Tez for getting Tez got in one play, one touchdown.
Yeah.
Shout
Shout out
out
to
to
Ted.
Tez.
Shout out to Ted Walker, man.
Shout
We knew
out
he
to
we knew he
Tez.
was the one. He just needed a shot.
That's it. They put him in for one play, and he got a touchdown.
Yeah.
One play, one catch, one touchdown.
First catch.
Yeah. Shout out to Tez. I like that. But yeah, a speedster gonna open that shit up. Open it up.
Yeah.
I think defense, those Patriots teams, defense wise, if he can build, and it might take a season or two,
Yeah.
but if he can build a team like that, some of those Patriots teams won the best offensive teams.
Nope.
The defense, like they was winning Super Bowls 17-14, 14-19, 17-20. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like they was getting the games, and it's dogfights. And even the team that went what 17, 18-0,
Yeah.
they were scorching everybody. Randy Moss killing people. They got to the Super Bowl and couldn't put up points. But the defense was still the defense.
Facts.
How do you feel about this kid from Clemson that we just signed as a tight end? Cox.
From South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina. My bad. Yeah. USC.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a lot of them, but
I don't know what he can do. I mean, I know we already have good tight ends. I know that.
yeah. Oh, you talking about Jake Johnson?
I'm talking about Jake Johnson. Is Copenhagen? Is he gone?
Yeah. I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but
I don't think he's a senior. I know unless Bryce Nesbitt got a medical red shirt or some shit.
he gotta go.
Bryson Nesbitt?
He gotta go. He's league ready. I think he is.
Well, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, from that. Okay.
Yeah,
From that,
yeah.
yes. Yes,
Yeah.
he needs to go. You're right.
Yeah.
He needs to go, but he
Would
didn't
I
play.
love him to come back?
Yeah,
Shit, you shitting me?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
Belichick teams are built off of tight ends.
How tight ends.
I would love him, but yeah,
We saw Bryce. We saw Bryce. There's been what, maybe four games, 5 games, maybe.
right. Hmm.
But yeah, Johnson is still there. I think Copenhagen is still there. You add another tight end. I mean, we'll see what happens, man.
Do you think he can make it work with Jake?
No,
Is that because you don't want to see Jake, or you just don't think he can make it work with Jake? I'm not a fan of Jake. I don't. I was along with you was like, well, why the fuck are we bringing in Jake Johnson? What happened to where we missed out on Cam Ward? We missed out on the kid that went to Duke. What's his name?
uh,
That's transferring away from Duke now.
Malik Murphy.
Yeah, Like, what are we doing? And we bring in Jake Johnson as if we did not know
And,
that Drake May was leaving.
and handed him the keys.
That was the same problem with the basketball team. Like we said, it was Baycock last year. Why is there no replacement?
Right.
Why is there no replacement for Drake May? Drake May
Right.
is going to the league. There's no way he's staying in Chapel Hill.
Right. Everybody knew that. It's like,
And our best option was Jake Johnson.
bro,
Anyway,
to answer your question, no, I do not believe in Jake Johnson. I do not believe that we can get it done with him. I would much rather see. I mean, again, it may would maybe there would have been some type of progress. But listen, I highly doubt it. This man has shown you what he's shown you with the other two teams that he's been on,
mm-hmm.
or the other team that he's been on. Down
No,
there,
he was on two, right?
it was LSU and Texas A&M, right?
LSU and Texas A&M. No. Was it A&M or Tech? It was A&M. A&M.
It was A&M. Yeah, it's A&M. He's shown what he can do.
He's at his ceiling.
Yes.
R.J. Davis. He's at his ceiling.
Yes, and got ran out of town.
So, yeah, I don't. Anything else you want to close up with this?
Nope.
Before we leave sports, well, we can just transition to anything else. Travis Hunter.
Okay.
Got to congratulate him for winning the Heisman.
Right.
Done what no one else has done. And I mean, can't nobody debate it. Can't take nothing away from him.
Yeah, I agree. Looking at it, right, I understand why people are going against the grain of saying that Genty should have won it and things like that, right? But again, we haven't seen a player like Travis ever.
No.
Ever. Yeah. Like people are taking that away from the, you know what I mean? Like they're saying he's a mediocre receiver and he's an average cornerback. No, he's not.
He's not an average cornerback at all.
No, he's not.
Receiver, he's not mediocre, but he's not the best.
He's not the best.
Right. So, but
he can have 10 touchdowns,
absolutely,
and over 1,000 yards.
Absolutely,
cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
You can't call him mediocre.
No, at all. But here's the other thing: people are not realizing this or understanding this, and I may get flack for it, but we're gonna call it what it is. Colorado has a great PR team as well.
Mm-hmm.
They put money into this. We know this. You know it. I know it. And it's for those that act like they don't know it, they're just oblivious. Like it's we have never seen a campaign, and Travis Hunter deserves it. But there was a campaign behind it too. There's
Yeah.
no way that everybody on SportsCenter is talking about Travis Hunter. Genty gets no press, gets a little bit. Cam Ward gets nothing. Me and you talked about this 2, 3, 4 weeks ago.
I feel
How
bad
the
for him.
fuck does Cam Ward not get no press, no publicity, and he's in Miami?
Like he's not the best quarterback in the country.
Absolutely,
Like he's not the best
absolutely.
quarterback in the country.
So I'm not saying it's paid for, but it's today. This is a part of the game. You got the results,
Yes.
but guess what? I'm gonna get this bump in here too. I'm gonna
Right.
put money. Um, every time there's a highlight to be showed for college football or this or that, guess what you're gonna see? You're gonna see Travis Hunter. I'm surprised Shador name wasn't in there as well. Like it's it. Listen, it wasn't paid for, but there was money put into it. He deserved it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. This kid from Boise State did his thing. He did his thing, but there's Travis Hunter, like you said, was the best all around, flat out natural player. I saw someone post something about the results, as far as in wins, who goes to the CFB, all this other stuff should be included in there. Listen, that's an argument for another day. It's an argument for another day.
The award goes to the most outstanding player. If
Right.
you look up Heisman, that's the definition.
Well, when they said that, I looked it up, and is once you go further down, the shit gets blurry. But yes, most outstanding player.
It starts with the most
Absolutely.
outstanding player in college
Absolutely.
football.
Absolutely.
Who was the most
Um,
outstanding player
You
in
know,
football?
I had people on my timeline because I just asked the question, but I had people on my timeline talking about, well, honestly, this kid's in Boise State. He don't play nobody ever. Travis Hunter probably would be my first pick, but if there was somebody outstanding in the SEC right now, I would give it to somebody in the SEC over them because of the competition. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, it's like almost a damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean, even with the bowl seedings and everything, it's one of those nuanced conversations to where if you are a fan of a team in the SEC, it's almost like the SEC has to have everything.
Mhm.
So, like I said, I can't take nothing away from him. You got someone hit me up. They was like, "Hey, I saw your post, blah 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 blah." And did you even know that Travis Hunter had a 4.0 GPA? So, he did all that on the football field while maintaining this. I said, "Listen, my guy, if you honestly think that Travis Hunter was gonna have anything less than a 4.0 GPA, you are a idiot.
Right.
You are an idiot."
Right.
Not saying he didn't earn that himself, but I'm pretty sure Travis Hunter could not have stepped a foot in a classroom and had a 4.0 GPA. I'm pretty sure Jalen Milroe could not have stepped a foot in a classroom and had a 4.0. Cam Ward, Dylan Gabriel, Austin Genty. We can go down the list, go down the list. The top player at the majority of all these schools should probably have a 4.0, whether they get it on their own or they don't.
Right.
And call bullshit if you want to.
No, I agree with you, though. I agree with you. Any of those players, right? Like they're gonna make sure that you have a clean slate. They're gonna make sure that you're squeaky clean because it brings press not only to you, and they got you there because they told you they were gonna give you the press and exposure, but it brings exposure to the school as well. So of course,
And I can't have you miss a game.
on top of that,
Because guess what? That brings money. That loses money. Like it's some some of this shit is just like, how do you not know this? Like, does that even make sense to you?
some people don't understand how this thing works. They don't understand the
Right.
politics behind it. They don't understand campaigning. They don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
They don't. They don't
You
understand.
remember, you remember the days in college football where something would happen to a player? It could be a star player, and the coach would be like, you know what? They're gonna sit out the first half.
Yeah.
Imagine that happening today.
Yeah. What they sit them out for what a drive now, right? Like a drive
Maybe.
or a play.
Yeah, drive, maybe.
You
Yeah.
just don't
Yeah.
start or some shit
Yeah.
like that. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
We used to yeah, growing up, we there was they were sitting out players for a whole first half. Like, hey, such and such, blah, 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 blah. They gotta sit out first half. Like, no,
Mm-hmm.
you can't tell no kid that these days.
Mm-hmm.
That thing I sent you the what last week about the kid from Alabama, his dad said, I don't care if my kid just won a championship in Alabama and got in the game for two plays. This way, he getting the fuck up out of here.
Yep.
And now he regret the shit.
Idiot.
Yeah, idiot. Not realizing his son was sitting on the bench behind two damn Heisman Trophy winners, playing wide receiver.
Idiot.
Yeah, come on, dog. Um,
Donkey of the damn day.
yeah. All right. So we ain't gonna talk about a whole lot of shit. We just spent a whole lot on sports.
Getting late. What time? Okay.
Yeah. It's late. This shooting in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
15-year-old teenage girl. Well, of course, teenage 15, but 15-year-old girl. She killed a classmate, teacher, and then she took her life. There's multiple other children that's injured.
Mm-hmm.
Hate. I even hate when we gotta talk about stuff like this because it's like we talking about kids, dog, and talking about kids killing other kids and
Mm-hmm.
then themselves. Man, like. Mm. I don't know if we got a gun problem or what. Like it's just it's so many layers to it.
Right. I think. Well, for all those involved, and the families, the victims, and all of that, we send our condolences, man. And
Absolutely.
for those that are injured, that please, we pray uh, for your, fast or speedy recovery.
Hmm.
You know, it is so many layers, and it doesn't. You have some people that are gonna place the blame on guns. They're gonna place the blame on. I am going to say that we need to make sure that we have, you know, uh, security in place at these schools. Now, whether or not someone wants to, these school systems or these states or whatever want to fund it,
Hmm.
because you think just because you live in bumfuck Indiana,
Right.
nothing's going to happen, or you think nothing's going to happen. Well, guess what? Over the past few years, it's happened.
And one of the things that threw me off about the police chief in that county, they asked him, was there metal detectors in the school? He said, no, because these are kids. We don't feel like there should be metal detectors here because kids come to school to learn. Like you said, we got proof of kid. Like what?
Fuck are you talking about, my man? What are you talking about? Yeah, as a whole, majority of the kids come, but it's still obviously history tells us that there are bad apples in bunches, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
it,
Mm-hmm.
it happens, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You got if you want to protect the kids, do that. So you're
That's
just saying, so it happened. It happened. It's happened all across America, right? Over the past few years, and then people just looking at it, just saying, "Oh, well, not our school."
everybody says not our school until it is your school. Yeah. Yeah.
Not our school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It needs to be a more concerted effort to so regardless if the kid gets the gun from the parent or not, the parents need to be held accountable too. I feel like
100%. 100%.
that's the only other solution we can get to that. Like, how do you stop a kid from carrying a gun around these days? As a parent, I don't know, but some like it's almost like, two sides got to come together.
Right.
Like, hey, Mr. Maddox, Mr. Footman, how the hell does your son get in my school with a gun?
Right. Right. No, parents do got to be held accountable, man. Right. My
Um,
kids know where my
yeah,
gun's at.
yeah. To move on from that, the condolences of that. Move on. I saw this earlier. The Biden and Harris administration issued a $850,000 federal grant to provide training for military families to affirm the gender identity of their children.
Wait, read it again. Wait a minute. Read that again.
The Biden and Harris
Mhm.
administration, I'm sorry, issued an $850,000 federal grant to provide training to military families to affirm the gender identity of their children,
What the fuck does that mean, Rich?
i.e., this is going to be my assumption. If I have a 10-year-old child that wants to transition or don't necessarily identify with their born sex or born gender. We're not going to say sex, born gender.
I'm listening.
There is money allotted to help the family receive some kind of counseling, training to better understand, cope, adapt, or help them relate to said child, I guess.
So many questions. Uh, I know you just read it, brother, and I don't.
Listen, you got the moose ears and question marks like me. So we're in this world to where the majority of it's susceptible, right? So Lord forbid, my child, your child comes to me and says, "Hey, Dad, I am having a tough time understanding my gender identity. I don't know if I'm boy, girl, cat, dog, or whatever, because there's so many things that plays in that these days. So there's training to help the family. I help this child out, but like I don't know, dog. I don't. Let's move on because this it is wild. I don't know. I saw that and I was like, $850,000. You talking about almost $1 million. You're 15,000, well, 1,500, well, $150,000 short of a million. Somewhere in that neighborhood to help families try to help a child identify as into what their actual gender is. Anyway, Derek Chauvin has been granted permission to examine heart tissue and fluid samples taken from George Floyd's body. Chauvin claims the attorney failed to seek testing of Floyd's heart tissue samples after the doctor suggests that tests would show evidence of a heart condition.
I mean, he's reaching at this point.
Definitely reaching. Lawyer said the findings could be huge. Um, I, like you, think he's reaching because guess what? Even if he had a heart condition,
You still choked them out,
you
brother.
still choked him out. Would he have been alive if you didn't do what you did?
Right.
What are we talking about?
Choked the man out. I mean,
Yeah, like it. It's almost to the point to where I don't know, man. They'll find a way to exonerate some of these guys and give and acquit them.
be
Hopefully,
clear. Be clear. Be clear. The lawyer's just doing his job for a client.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. It's a business. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. But justice has been motherfucking served.
Yes. For us, we'll say that. But for another side, they may be like, like he got a wrong.
Of course.
We talked about this, I want to say a year ago, about a young black woman called, her name was Ajike Owens. You know what I'm talking about? I'll refresh you. So she was the one that went to her neighbor's door, which was a white lady, to retrieve her son's iPad because the son was outside playing.
Got it.
Lady took the iPad. The white lady said she felt threatened, so she shot through the front door, ended up killing this black lady.
Yeah, I'm tracking.
So she was just found guilty.
Yep.
And I think she was sentenced 25 to 40 years or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So
okay,
that's a big one right there. I like that. I don't know what else before we get up out of here. I gotta give a shout out to J. Cole. For all he's done after everything that happened early this year with him releasing the diss record and then apologizing on stage, and everything he's done after that has been phenomenal. To releasing this audio series that he's released, a dollar ticket to get in his 10th anniversary of 2014 4-0 drives, everything. I mean, I can't. I don't know, man. I'm proud of him, and I think it's just the North Carolina in me.
No doubt, that has something to do with it. No doubt. But anybody who knows anything about music, I got friends that are partners that are from California that understand the magnitude that J. Cole has in this music industry, right? Of course, it's going to be a little different for us. We're going,
right?
Yeah, of course. But still, phenomenal man. And for him to be able to get on stage and sell out Madison Square Garden like how he did, and
almost on a whim too.
Oh yeah, right. That still lets you know like who he is amongst the people.
Right. We missed Remy and Pap last week. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not next week, but I mean, we can. We can get into some of this stuff. There was a list of Rolling Stone released the top 10 best rap albums of 2024.
Was it Rolling Stone?
Yeah. Well, Complex did one too, but I can do that one too as well if you want. I got Rolling Stones pulled up right now.
Well, the fact that it's Rolling Stone, I already know where we're going. But go ahead, enlighten me on this list, my friend.
All right, I'll go with Rolling Stone right now since I got this. So number 10, Might Delete Later, J. Cole. 9, Marciology, Rock Marciano. 8, Dark Times, Vince Staples. 7, Shaheem, Shy Baby. I have no idea who Shy Baby is.
I've heard the name. I think he's out of Detroit, right?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Number 6, Almighty So 2, Chief Keef. Haven't heard it. I don't know. I'll move on. Chromopia, Tyler the Creator, which is number 5.
Okay.
Shadowbox, number 4, which is Mavi.
Who?
Mavi, Mavi. Yeah. Number 3, Blue Lips, Schoolboy Q, which is not a bad album at all. Number 2, GNX, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
4.
Just get through it.
Number 1. Number 1, Alligator Bites Never Heal.
Who shit is that?
Doshi.
Okay. All right. And we go through these lists and we know.
All right, so let me stop you real quick. So I go through Complex. Let me go through Complex real quick.
Let's do it.
Complex 10, Blue Lips, Schoolboy Q. Number 9, Gap Year, Lalia, Laila. I don't know. Some of this shit makes me feel like I don't listen to enough music, and I feel like I listen to just about everything that comes out.
No, you do listen to way more than what I do.
I have no idea who the fuck that is. Number 8, Death of Slim Shady. No need to say the artist.
Right.
Number 7. Oh, this is top 10 albums, not just rap albums. Okay, so Gap Year, Lalia might be, it ain't rap. So number 7, Cowboy Carter. Number 6, Thief Next to Jesus. I don't know. Number 5, Hit Me Hard, Hit and Soft, Billie Eilish. Number 4, Alligator Bites Never Heal.
Okay.
That's two major media sources that has this album in the top 5. Number 3, We Don't Trust You, Future and Metro. Number 2, Chromacopia, Tyler. Number 1,
Kendrick Lamar.
GNX.
They have these people um that make these lists, and it's I don't know what it's based on or based off of. Uh, there again, we talk about these lists year in year out, and we're always going to um, look at it like a pile of dog shit because it's it
Uh-huh.
the people that are making these lists aren't tapped into the culture, and it's obvious.
Yeah. I mean, but it makes me wonder and think like, hey, did I miss something with Vince Staples? Do I need to go back and listen to Vince Staples? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
Again, like
so.
I don't like because Vince Staples has never moved the needle for me, and I've listened to Vince Staples a lot. Vince Staples is not a new artist. I
So
even saw something earlier today. It said in 2010 for the rap Mount Rushmore, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, who would be number 4? And somebody said either Vince Staples or I forgot the other name. And I'm like, Vince Staples? What about Sean, Wale, Meek? Like what have I missed with Vince Staples?
I like Vince Staples. I do. I like Vince Staples a lot. Um, I like the type of music that he puts out. I don't. I can't. For his album, for them to be saying what they're saying about his album, like I don't. I would have to go back and listen to it as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Um, yeah, I don't know. So next week we can get into Remy and Pap because there's a lot to talk about that. And
Yeah, I'm
actually,
sure more will come out.
yeah, actually, I want to talk about this Travis Hunter thing with his girlfriend as well.
Yeah.
Um, so I will do this and then we can get to these unapologetic truths. All right. So a father goes viral for wearing a tutu in the family photos because his daughters wanted him to look like them. The mother says he's one of the best men ever. He'll do anything for his baby girls. I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask you, are you wearing a tutu in family photos for your daughter?
No, I'm not.
Me neither. Um, and that's not to say I won't do anything for my daughters, but I'm going to let my daughters know like, hey, there's boys, there's girls. And this is simple and plain, right?
No doubt.
What are we talking about?
But that's not, that's not what society says these days. But that's how I would approach it.
It's not what society says, but also I'm gonna let my daughter know, like, look, your dad is a man, and regardless of what society says, this is what you should expect from a man. When once you grow up and you feel a certain way or whatever else, that's on you. But you, Dre, I know how you are. I know what you do. Your daughter looks at you and says, "This is my example of what a man and what a man should be."
Yeah,
You're never going to say, "Well, yes, my man or my a man is going to compromise and wear a tutu or dress or whatever else just because I want him to."
right,
My daughter's the same way. No,
right.
but my daughter, I'm pretty sure your daughter knows for a fact that my dad is going to do anything he can
Yeah,
in his ability to make me happy.
yeah, yeah. No doubt.
It's just no, me wearing this tutu is out the is that's out the question.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that, bro. Sorry.
You know, you shouldn't expect that from no man. I will tell my daughter that.
Not wearing a tutu, cuz.
No, no, no. Oh, we in different times though. This and guy is probably he's probably younger than me and you, but we in different times.
Agreed.
I don't know. I don't know. I might take it to another level. I don't know if I could respect the woman that would be like, baby, you just that she wants you to wear a tutu, just do it. I'm looking at her like she crazy.
Absolutely. I'm not doing that shit, man. What are we talking about?
I don't know, man. All right, let's do some unapologetic truths. Uh, Niggas wearing tutus to make their daughter happy. Wow. It'd be the same daughter when she get in high school and them pictures on social media. Like, damn, like, is your dad gay? Like, what's up with your dad? I don't know. Um, do you have a prized possession? And if so, what makes it a prized possession?
My prized possession now would probably be in my car. And it's only because it's my favorite car. It's a car that I've loved since the first day I saw it back in 1995. And
Mm,
now in 2024, I have one.
mm.
Yeah.
Um, it probably have to be a pair of shoes for me. As much as I would like to say, probably a pair of 11s. I'm gonna go with these great fives
Oh, yeah, for sure.
because I remember when they came out,
Man.
I did not. I like we went to the store and they didn't have my size,
Yeah.
and I didn't get them.
Shoe wise, it would probably be the Carolina Blue Nines for me.
And as you know, it took a while for them to come back out. And once they did come back out, I never wore them. I got them, never wore them. So it would probably have to be them great fives because I like that was just like one of the shoes that I did not ever get my hands on until I was an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that. And I still ain't worn 'em.
I feel you.
And they don't can't have they no, they did the Fresh Prince shit without the shoelaces, right? That's the only other time they've been released, right?
After after the second time, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Then they did a black, yeah. Anywho, as the man, do you want to be the person that makes all decisions, or yeah, yeah? What is that? As a man, do you want to be the person that makes all decisions all the time, or do you want to enjoy being able to have someone else make the decisions some of the times?
I am. I don't like to come up with the decisions all the time. I'm not that type of dude.
Right. Yeah. I want somebody to be able to. So, for instance, your birthday come around. We have a partner that can say, can make decisions and plan shit outside of you. You know what I'm saying? Someone that don't have to always ask you like, hey, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Well, blah, 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 blah. So now when shit comes down to it, everything that you probably said is planned specifically to everything. And then you think to yourself, like, you're going to be appreciative, but it's kind of like, well, damn, I could have did this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're probably going to get like hints and stuff here and there, but of course you want to put a little flair or your own shit into it to make it more of a special event.
Right.
Um, this is one from last week. If your partner decides to get closer to God and give up everything that they had in the present life
Mm-hmm.
once, and then they wants and expects you to do the same, how does the relationship go from there?
Uh, you can want me to do something all you want to, and it's up to me to decide on whether or not I want to meet you where you are. Right. Like if you are taking a stand with your life, growth wise, and that's fine. Right. I'm here to support you. But that's in your time. And I'm not saying I won't even give it a shot, but ultimately, your growth and your timing is your timing. That's
Yeah,
what I think.
your timing is your timing, and I mean, I it's not going to be if it's something that you want to happen because of what you're doing or what you got going on, then if I do it, then is it really sincere?
Right. Agree.
So, anywho, I think that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for listen. We had to talk sports. It's no way we could not talk sports today. There's no way we could not talk sports on the next episode that we got on for everything that's happened. For those that y'all don't know, what happened, well, y'all know what happened because we told you. But for those that didn't listen, like the magnitude of Bill Belichick coming to Chapel Hill, like that is damn near seismic. Like it's
It's monumental. Let's just
yeah,
call it.
monumental. Probably one of the biggest things that's happened to college football in the last probably since when what? Nick Saban going to Alabama?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I would say that.
Yeah, Nick Saban going to Alabama. What's his name? What's his name going back to college? Urban Meyer. Um, you know.
It's
So
monumental, bro.
yeah.
Like, no matter what.
So
Like,
it has to happen. So listen, if y'all want more gossip and relationship talk and sex talk and all of this shit, tune in the next week. We got y'all, but
yeah.
we got to talk Tar Heels right now. That's it. But yeah, let's go ahead and close it out, my guy.
Well, man, shout out to you, man, for being patient with me, dog, and things that I've had going on the course of the past couple of weeks. Uh,
Hmm.
Shout out to all of the fans and the listeners that have been patient with us as well. We appreciate it. Very, very, very grateful and thankful for it. Shout out to the home team. Shout out to those who are hurting right now, man. Just know that
Yeah.
joy comes into joy comes in the morning, and you just got to stay the course, right? And as always, mental health is real. Myself or Reg may not be subject matter experts, so no matter. But I can assure you, before you harm yourself or you harm others, please tap into Unapologetic the Pod on our IG and or Facebook, or our individual IGs and or Facebook. Y'all, it's the holidays. We understand things can get rough. Please tap in
Hmm.
before you harm yourself and you harm others. And as always, bro, you already know what's going on with me, man. Different toilet, same shit.
Yeah. Most importantly, the holidays part and just tapping in because you still being there and me, like this, these are some of the loneliest times for a lot of people, especially that are not close to family and don't have that support system or loved ones around them to help them get. A lot of people have never spent any kind of holidays without their family, outside their family. So yeah,
Right.
nigga, did you know, sidebar real quick, there was an active shooter on Eisenhower,
Hmm.
aka Gordon, Saturday. Didn't know what was going on. Happened to come across something Monday, and it was a guy. He went to house on post to get his child. His ex had her new boyfriend in the house, and dude spazzed out. Left, came back, gun, shot the dude that was in there. Kids still in the house and everything.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Anywho, like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning in and for showing us love and continue to rock with us. I got an email earlier today and I was looking at our statistics, and thank y'all to everybody that fuck with us. And we have subscribers outside of the US. I was looking at our age gap. Like, we got teenagers, we got early 20s and 30s. Our biggest group is, I think, 35 to like 50 or 35 to 48 or something like that. So
Mhm.
we got a lot of people that's rocking with us. It even showed the people that listen to us or watch us the other favorite podcasts that they watch, and our demographic is the Joe Budden podcast, the Pivot, It Is What It Is, stuff like that. So I was like, I don't know. I might put some of that stuff out this week. I like it. But thank y'all for the love and support. We gonna figure out. I think we probably gonna do one more episode this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Then we can just take a break until the new year. Get everything back together. I think that'll give us both a good reset.
Right.
But whatever we do, y'all definitely will know and how we get down. But thanks for the love and support. Thanks my family, for everybody continuing to rock with us. Thank you to Shay for helping out the last 2 weeks when Dre was doing what he had to do.
So for sure.
And as always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. We will see y'all next week. Thank y'all for everything y'all do for us. Much love, y'all.
Take it easy.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.